everybody, I'm Lisa from the Host. Welcome. If you're new here, thank you for stopping by. And if you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. Appreciated. Muchly appreciated. Anyways, Mark is actually in office today, out of the house. So he will not be here, but that leaves just me and my lovely voice talking to you guys straight up. And I can be as loud as I want to be. I have a lot of, I'm going to call it, let me put this down before I spill it. I have a lot of littles to show you guys. Now, littles meaning small crafts that don't take a lot of time. Sometimes people make like bulk amounts and sell or give away, or that's all I can think of. I am actually going to give these, most of them as gifts. So I just want to jump right into it. I've got quite a few of them to show you. Let's just get right into it and I will stop talking, even though it's very hard for me because being a hairdresser by trade, I'm a talker, in case you haven't noticed. Anyways, let's get into it and yeah, I'm excited to show you guys. Let's do this. Yes.
All right, so this first craft. Now, I am just starting out with some regular craft paint. I think it was from the dollar store, and these little die cut hearts that I just came across the other day. I just wanted to lighten up this pink because it was kind of a bubblegum pink, and I wanted a little bit of a softer pink. I am literally just painting it on and leaving it. I don't think I'm going to do the back, only because I kind of have an idea for it at the end, and you'll see when I get there, but I just want to paint the front and kind of jazz it up a little bit. I'm just using this twine, again, from the dollar store. I've had it in my stash for a very long time, and these are the things that I kind of like to restock when I'm out. So I know I use twine a lot. When I'm done, I just get some more, and I think it's like a 3-pack that I get of the very thin twine. So with that, I also have some of these little wood beads. Now they do have a hole in them. I do have larger ones that don't have holes in them, but if they don't, the big ones, so what? You just drill a hole through it if you have a drill, and if you don't, well then buy the ones with the holes. I find it really helpful to tape the edge of the twine, otherwise I could never get it through this hole. It's like impossible. It unravels, and so do my nerves. So then I just like to string on a few beads, however I think fit. I don't know, I just kind of go by what I think looks nice. I have in recent crafts did like a decoupage on the little beads, so that kind of jazzes them up a little bit. You can also coffee stain them, like just literally put them in black coffee and they kind of stain. You can obviously paint them, but I just wanted to leave them natural, so it didn't take away from the color of the very pretty pink. And voila, so easy and so cute. And especially if someone's just hanging it on the wall, or if you want, you can paint the back and use it as even a gift tag on a Valentine's present or just a present in general. I think want to use it near the end on another craft like I told you, so wait till we get there. In the meantime, let's just get on to craft number 2.
So I just got this container from the thrift store. Now, yes, it's adorable, and yes, it would be nice to actually cook something in it, but let's be real. It's too small really for anything that I want, and I just loved the color. So this is going to be for my friend's birthday, and I am going to make a candle out of it. Now, I have some leftover wax from when I ordered it, oh my gosh, like a couple years ago. So these are just little pellets that you melt down. They are unscented, and it's soy wax. I also have a lot of these little candle wicks that I am just going to hot glue to the bottom of this container, put it down and hold them still, and then just pour the wax on top, and then the candle's done. It's so easy, and I'm just using the double boiler. To hold the sticks in place, I'm just going to use these chopsticks. I find it the easiest way to glue it first and then just kind of roll it down to where you need it. So let's do that first. This glue gun, my mom got me a really good glue gun. Found it for a while there and then I lost it. Anyways, I'm just going to place it like so and push it on down and burn my fingers as per usual. I've tried those little finger things and I just don't find them work as well as I want them to. So push that down in there. Definitely want the wick standing straight up when you pour the wax in so they burn nicely.
Okay, so you know all those 3-wick candles that you guys get at the store? Well, I am just reusing that container. I figured it already had wax in it, and it actually was kind of still smelly, which I thought maybe that would go into the wax as well. Because of course the Hoardy McGee and me, I kept it because you can't throw out that glass jar that has a lid that fits. Oh, for shame. So now I have to find something to do with the lid. And you probably noticed I've kept chopsticks too. For times like this when you need to stir your soy wax. If you've never made candles before, I find the soy beads melt very quickly. So you have to stay on them and just keep stirring them. Otherwise they kind of lump up together and you're starting from scratch again. One of my friends used to be a Scentsy rep, and I have a ton of these Scentsy melts. So I've just taken one and melted it down a little tiny bit, and it was very slow, so I took it out. The scent was still in there, so I was able to still smell it, which actually kind of infused the wax even more, and it actually turned out really nice, the smell. So I'm just gonna let it sit here and cool and then snip off the wick so you can burn it and it'll be all done. There, you guys, how cute is that? Look at that little pattern on there, adorable. Okay, so this little pitcher, it's wicker. It feels very plasticky. I don't know, it's super shiny. I didn't like the finish, so I really wanted to just change it up very simply just by spraying it with a matte clear coat. I know, that's it. This is all this DIY is, but sometimes that's all it takes. It's just kind of a little tweak to like something a little bit better. I had to move the spray paint outside because it was way too stinky. I had to do way too much to do it inside. Yes, I should have done it inside to begin with. Okay, bye. So now this mug, we got it as a gift at Christmas. They've already eaten the little cake that you make that goes inside. So now I'm thinking, what do I do with this massive mug? It's too big for really a coffee. Well, Mark would like it, but I just find it a little bit too big. So I wanted to change it, and I started painting it with this light pink craft paint. And I just realized that it was going to take a heck of a lot of paint to, you know, be able to not see through and see the writing. So I thought, you know what, forget it. I'm just going to wash it off and I'm just going to spray paint it. Now I did give it 2 coats. I guess that's an obvious thing. Because the writing was black, you could kind of see through it a little bit after the first coat. And I didn't want the paint to run. So I did 2 very light coats and it turned out adorably. I just left the inside white because it actually really contrasted nicely with the light blue, Serenity Blue is what it was called. I've had this trim forever. I bought a bunch of them. It was like a massive bag a couple of years, maybe even a few years ago now at the dollar store. It was like $1.25. And I thought, what? All of this trim? And there was some funky trim. And I've been holding on to this for years and I knew I was going to use it. So all I did was just hot glued it all the way around. Now this is Gorilla Glue, so I'm hoping it lasts and holds a little stronger because sometimes it's a little difficult to glue, like hot glue things onto smooth either porcelain or glass objects. So let's move on to number 5 and 6. This heart is almost like a galvanized steel, but it's like a cheaper version. It's just from the dollar store. I've had it again for years, at least 2 years. And this black thing, it was actually silver at one point, then I spray painted it black. It was a lid for a big, huge mason jar, and the actual jar broke, so I still have the lid. And of course, we all know crafty hoarders cannot throw things out. And the reason why I grouped these two together is because I started painting both of them again with just craft paint. Now, you guys, if I had like wall paint on hand, then I might have gone a little bit smoother, but I don't think so. I just wanted it very smooth and very flawless. And I don't know, it just wasn't giving me those vibes after I let it dry a couple coats. And I thought, this is just not happening. It is chunky. So I just washed it off with hot water, let them dry really, really well. And this time I took everything outside and quickly spray painted each individual piece.
Let me show you the current situation right here, and it's a little stinky because you can't leave stuff you've spray painted outside this time of year. Well, we can't because it's too stinking cold. So let me, oh my gosh, I'm embarrassed at my table here, but let me show you. Oh, you guys, this is much better, this spray paint. I don't know what I was thinking. So it's just drying, first coat, and it's this chalked brand. I've had this forever, but I thought it was such a pretty color. Kind of getting ready for spring, maybe, hopefully one day. So I'm just gonna let that dry, and then I'm gonna jazz them up.
I got all of these little tiny hearts online, and I didn't realize how small they're going to be, but they're actually perfect. They are the cutest little things. So let me just say though,
they came in this monstrosity. Look, first of all, it has a hole in it on both sides. No, just no. So garbage, that goes. So that's why I saved my little baggies, because the hoarder in me knew I needed this eventually. Oh dear.
So now I scored these cute little flowers. They're like a paper flower. They're almost like a newsprint. They're adorable. I have not used them once yet, but they were 59 cents at the thrift store. Yes, please. I had to buy them. So I did. But then it was nice going through my craft stash because I forgot I had them. So I'm just gluing the two together very simply, kind of offsetting them so you can see all the leaves, or I guess all the petals. And I'm going to use them somehow. I'm just prepping them to put inside either the heart or the round circle. So I have to decide still. I used these letters a while back for something else, and I just kept the skeleton of them, I guess I would call it. I don't know. I just thought I would use that as like a little stencil this time around and just simply put the word down on either the heart or the circle and just kind of sponge over top of it. And it turned out super cute. Wait till you see. I've decided to use these tiny little hearts for kind of little risers because I'm going to put it inside the heart, the other heart. Reason I'm doing this is because I noticed when I put the little heart through the hole, the string through, it kind of hung there weird and it was wobbly. And I thought I just wanted to take the little heart and stick it to the big heart. And it needed kind of a little spacer because it would have sat wonky otherwise.
So, what did you think? Cute, right? Oh, you guys, I have said this before and I will say it again. I love a good craft. Love it. And these I'm not keeping. I will be giving them away because there's only so many crafts I can keep. But a lot of them, while I'm making them, I have a person in mind that I'm going to give them to. And I will be giving them to my relatives. You're welcome for that, relatives. Oh, anyways, with that, you guys, I want to thank you so much for stopping by. It means a lot to us. If you haven't already, you should probably subscribe, because if you're returning, you might as well hit the subscribe button, right? We got a lot of fun things in store, as I have said, but I have to kind of keep it hushed. Not that it's a secret. It's a process. As we all know, all big DIYs are a process. One of them is finishing our laundry room. I want to say thank you so much for stopping by. I will see you all in the next video. And I love the saying y'all, but I just can't do it. It just doesn't feel right in my bones, because that's not what we say in Canada. It's you all. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Bye.